Number two, embeddings represent meaning. Embeddings are how AI stores meanings as numbers. Every word, sentence, or idea gets turned into a long list of numbers, a vector. Words with, excuse me. Thank you. Words with similar meanings end up close together in the meaning space. For example, king and queen are close, dog and cat are close, love and affection are close, but king and banana are far apart. Embeddings let the model understand synonyms, analogies, relationships, emotions, concepts. It's not memorizing definitions, it's mapping meaning. Understandable. How the model understands language. AI doesn't understand language like humans do. It understands patterns. When you speak to it, the model breaks your text into tokens, converts them into embeddings, uses attention to find relationships, predicts the next most likely token. Because language is pattern based, this process feels like understanding. It's not conscious, it's not consciousness. It's statistical prediction at massive scale. Yet the effect is so smooth that it feels like comprehension. Breaks your text into tokens. Interesting. All right, let's move on. Why AI can write stories, code, and dialogue. This is where the magic shows. AI can write because stories follow patterns, code follows rules, dialogue follows rhythm, characters follow arcs, emotions follow structure. The model has seen millions of examples of plot twists, character interactions, coding patterns, emotional beats, narrative pacing. So when you ask it to write, it pulls from the patterns and generates something new. It's like a jazz musician improvising, not copying, but riffing on everything it has learned. How multimodal systems combine text and images. Multimodal AI can work with text, images, audio, sometimes video. Here's how it works. Texts become embeddings, images become embeddings. Both get mapped into the same meaning space. The model finds relationships between them. This is why you can describe an image, ask for edits, generate visuals from text, explain what's happening in a picture. The model isn't seeing the image, it's interpreting patterns in the image the same way it interprets patterns in the language. Number 6, why some prompts unlock better creativity. Some prompts activate deeper, richer patterns in the model. Creative prompts work better when they set a clear tone, provide emotional direction, give constraints, offer a scenario, use vivid language. For example, write a story about a man. Bland. Write a story about a man who wakes up in the city that remembers him even when he forgets himself. Creative explosion. Write a story about a man who wakes up in a city that remembers him even when he forgets himself. Creative explosion. The more specific the vibe, the more the model can tap into the right patterns. You've already mastered this instinctively. That's why your thumbnails, scripts, and characters work hit so hard. Okay. Um we will do another one. We'll do one more for the video. We'll do one more for the video. It's asking me what else do I want to explore. How tokenization works, because I remember I was thinking about that. So I'm going to tell it, we will stop here. All right. So I said we'll stop after these topics. I just have one or two questions before we take a break. All right. So let me see how many minutes. 6 minutes. All right, cool. So close out the master class with this final. Okay. So it says absolutely. Let's close out this master class with the final sets of topics. These are some of the most misunderstood parts of how AI works, and explaining them clearly will make your video incredibly valuable. Okay, all right, let's go. So I'll keep everything smooth, visual, and easy to speak on camera. All right, so one, how tokenization works. So tokenization is how AI breaks text into pieces it can understand. AI doesn't read text letter by letter or word by word. Instead, it breaks everything into tokens, tiny chunks of meanings. Hello, 1 token. Unbelievable might be 2 or 3 tokens. The city that changed me, several tokens. Okay, so that's got to be millions of tokens being created. Or thousands. Okay, so the model processes these tokens like puzzle pieces. This is why long words sometimes confuse it. Misspellings change meaning. Emojis count as tokens. Long conversations eventually overflow the context window. Tokens are the building blocks of everything the model does. Okay. All right, 2. How the model handles long-term memory. Okay. This part surprises people. AI does not have long-term memory the way humans do. Instead, it has a context window, short-term memory, a reasoning layer, pattern recognition, a conversation history, only what's still inside the window. Once the conversation gets too long, older parts fall out of the window, like text scrolling off the top of a screen. The model doesn't remember past conversations unless a system is built around it to store facts, like your memory feature. So long-term memory isn't built into the model, it's built around it. This one here though has it built in like a memory feature. All right, so number 3, why AI sometimes hallucinates. That's funny. Hallucination happens when the model doesn't have enough information. Okay, yeah, no, I know what it means by hallucinates because I've seen it a couple of times. All right, it just thinks. It's interesting to me how it does it. All right, so hallucination happens when the model doesn't have enough information, encounters something unfamiliar, tries to fill in gaps, predicts instead of knowing. AI is a prediction engine, not a fact engine. So when it's unsure, it generates the most statistically likely answer, even if that answer is wrong. It's not lying, it's improvising. Just like a storyteller who keeps talking even when they're not sure of the details. We know some people like that. Just like a storyteller who keeps talking even when they are not sure of the details. All right, so 4, how temperature and randomness affect creativity. Temperature controls how wild the model gets. Think of it like this: low temperature, 0 to 0.3. Precise, logical, predictable, good for code, fact, instructions. Medium temperature, 0.5 to 0.7. Balanced, creative but grounded, good for storytelling and dialogue. High temperature, wild, let me see how many minutes.